Good evening to one and all. I am Samuel Kadamandla. I am so glad to introduce my dad, the most successful person I've ever seen. And how was your day today?
Yeah, the day was so good so far.
Okay, let's not waste time and let's get right into it. So, where were you born? How was your childhood?
I was born in a very small town back in South India, and it is a very small town. And my childhood was very good. Unlike today, there was no internet, there was no television. Even television was very minor in terms of out of 100 people, maybe one person might have had the television. And even electricity was also not 24 hours thing in those days. We almost had like 7 to 8 hours of power cut in those days. So being said all of this, we used to play outdoor games a lot. Once we are done with the school, we used to come, go out and play in the outside till it is nearing sunset, and then we used to come back. So definitely there were more most wonderful days, what I could call.
Mm-hmm. And how was your financial situation back then?
We were very poor, not well to do, and that is where my mother and father both had to work. And despite of that, also because we were five siblings, I was the elder one, and I had other four siblings. So they have to earn a meal for almost seven people. So yeah, so it was not that easy for them also. So they worked hard to give us good education and satisfy all our needs.
Let's go to your college life. How was your college life?
Yeah, so I completed till my class 12. That is my high school and my college in the same hometown where I was born and brought up. And after that, I got a seat in engineering, maybe 200 miles away from where I lived. So I had to travel there, I had to stay there in the dorms, and I've completed my computer science and engineering. And that was a 4 year course, and I completed that, and I passed successfully with a good grade. And after that, I've also done my master's in computer science.
Mm-hmm.
And one good thing with the college days was, in those days internet was just coming in, but not that rampant like it is now. But we used to spend a lot of time in library, and we used to cherish to read, study, know things, and to experiment things in even in our physics labs, chemistry labs. We had a lot of fun in experimenting things and see things, how they work, how they don't work, and all this stuff. So yeah, overall I can say that my college days were very memorable.
Okay, nice. And how? What was your first profession?
After completing my master's in computer science, I joined an engineering college where I taught for graduate students. So I basically, being a computer science student, I taught for computer science people, and I used to enjoy teaching a lot and nurturing the young minds and influencing them in a positive way, so that they reach good heights academically and professionally in their respective lives.
Okay, nice. And how did you get into IT sector? How was your first job interview?
Um because again, given my family background, because my father and mother grew old by the time I graduated from college, and I had to take care of my mother, father, and as well as other four siblings. So whatever the earning that I could do with as a professor was not enough to take care of the needs of the family. So that is where I was thinking that should I do something bigger. So I, because a lot of my friends were also in IT, uh, So I also thought, let me take a plunge into IT and see how the environment will be there. Then I attended my first interview and I was selected in the first interview. So it was, to be frank, on the interview, it was not very tough because by that time I attended that interview. I was like as an associate professor for 4 years. So I already know how to talk to people and I did not have any stage fear and I could express my ideas fluently. So in those initial days, they were not looking much at the technical skills or anything, but more in terms of how we could articulate. Are we a good team player? Will we be able to pick up the skills that they want to impart and all those things? So it was not a tough proposition for me to put in perspective.
Okay, nice. And how tough is it working in America, leaving your family in India?
Yeah, it's again from the kind of a family background that we came from, and due to certain personal circumstances, I could not bring the entire family to US because it was also first time for me to travel to United States. So I came down here, then I settled down. Then I could bring my family back to United States. But yeah, when they were not here, work wise there were no challenges, but the weather is a lot different from where we were born and brought up. So when it snows or when it is too cold, it is not easy for us to bear. But at the end of the day, I also got used to it, and I'm doing good.
You have been working in Genpak for the past 12 years. How was your experience?
Yeah, Genpact is a very good organization, and that is where, even though it is not my first organization, I was with my prior employer for 3 years and then joined Genpact. The good thing that I find with Genpact is I could balance my personal and professional life very well. So they have given all the options. So the company is a very good company in terms of giving employees the professional and personal life choices that we could make. So that way, I am more than happy to be part of the organization, and I enjoy going to office every day, and I can say it is my second home.
Mm-hmm. How was your life today compared to 15 years ago?
Yeah, so financially, definitely I'm in a very good shape in terms of I could cater to the requirements of all my family members and I can take good care of my kids. More importantly, I can give them good education, what they want to opt for, because I believe that education is the only thing that could give us wings with which we can soar to any height that we want to go to, and we can accomplish whatever we want to do with education.
All right, those were the questions. Thank you for coming today
Thank you
and
for having me on the show.
and hope you have a great day.
You too, you too. Bye.
Thank you.